Right now I'm going to show you how I planned my tasks for complete productivity, how I prioritize them, how I mapped out my system of doing exactly that, and how I'm targeting each little part of the system with experiments, reflection, and improvements. Now, this can be done for any other process, I believe, and let me just show you how I do that. First part of changing any process, it's actually being aware of it. So here I mapped out the complete thing that I do, prioritize my tasks, my areas, my projects, and to plan everything. I tested this system today and it worked really well because I was focused, I felt the urgency, I had a lot of deadlines and time blocks and milestones that I needed to get done. So after doing this, after defining all of this, actually the process that I followed was first mapping out the steps as a big picture, mapping out the steps and then going detailed and more detailed and more details. So this practically looks like this. Like I wake up, I plan the planning session, and I don't do anything of this yet. I only think of very shallowly what are the steps that I'm following, and I put a title over here. After that, I go through another iteration, and then I add a little bit more detail. I don't go into too much detail into one. I just add a little bit more, and then I go into another iteration and add a little bit more. This prevents me from wasting time with details that don't matter, and also it allows me to get a better understanding of the whole thing before I dive into details, and that is really important. I'll explain a little bit of this system and how it works, but first I'm going to show you how I plan 1% improvements, how I do experiments, and then how I reflect to create more experiments and target specific parts of the system to improve it and to change variables to see if I remove this part of the system, what happens. So that's a thing that I'm going to do and I'm going to explain right now. Okay, first of all, I define the experiment. What am I doing exactly here? What am I changing? Am I removing something? What am I doing here? And then after I define the experiment, I do it. I execute an experiment. After that, after I execute an experiment, I will reflect over it and see what happened. Everything together looks like this. I wake up and then I plan the planning session. I do this because it was very easy for me to just spend a lot of time planning, and I didn't feel the urgency. I didn't have any timer, any time frame, any time block, and it was so easy for this planning session to span many minutes and even an hour or hours. Yeah, it's crazy. But now that I have planned this, it doesn't span many hours. Because as you see over here, I put exactly the minutes that I need or that I'm going to allow myself for each little mini milestone. The task is breaking down, like planning my tasks for today. The breakdown and the mini milestones are these ones, and I put a time frame for each one, and then when I execute, I create the timer and I time block it, which means that when this timer ends, I move on to the next thing. This way, I have urgency and I know that I need to get this done fast or in the time frame that I allow myself to. So that's why it's step 7 and 9, because step 7 and 9 are over here. After I do the planning session, I will execute on the experiment that I have defined. Then I'm going to create a prioritization entry. This is an entry that I do to prioritize decisions and actually my areas and my days. So as you see over here, we have the ID plus the day. So 1 today, 2 today. And here I prioritized my areas and my tasks in the morning, and then I did a small prioritization of my tasks because I wasn't able to do a task, so I had to choose what am I going to prioritize, this task or this task. And I documented my decision. The first thing that I'm going to prioritize are my areas or projects. these are the more broad categories of things that I'm working on right now. In my case, I did SpaceWise, self-regulation, which is very related to learning how to learn. And then I prioritize which one am I gonna do more, how much time am I gonna give to each one. And after I have defined how much time I'm gonna give to SpaceWise and to self-regulation, I will prioritize the tasks that I have for these areas separately. So first I will prioritize the tasks for SpaceWise and see which one is more important, which one is the one that moves the needle the most, and I will do that one first. So I will basically repeat the same process that I do here, which is to define the time, how much time I'm gonna give to it, and the sequence, which one I'm gonna do first. So how much time and which one I'm gonna do first. Then I do the breakdown of the tasks. I create mini milestones and I time block them, which is basically what I did over here, not here, over here. I set the time, I set the task, specifically what I have to do, and then I put the timer and I execute, as you see over nowhere here. And then I stack a marginal gain. This means that I'm going to reflect and then I'm going to create another experiment to keep this cycle of improvement, reflection, experiments, making mistakes, learning, reflection, mistakes, or reflection, mistakes, learning, I guess. Now, these experiments can go to any skill. If they go, in my example, towards self-regulation, then I can target a specific part of any process that I have. For example, this one that I have mapped out here, or this one, which is for my learning system. I can target anything that I want and try to improve it. If I see that I'm not getting the results that I want in my time management, then I'm gonna go through this process and see, what am I not doing? What am I doing well? What am I doing wrong? Am I following this? Am I inconsistent? Or am I following this to perfection, but something is not working? If something is not working, then what can I change? What can I experiment with? You know, and just create those experiments, reflection, and keep this cycle going, which is what I explained here. Now, let me explain you how I'm asking questions to AI and how I'm making progress in my space learning simulator, which is what I did today as well. Let me give you some context. Right now, I'm trying to create a very specific system, a very specific description of how the student is going to learn information. So my space app is an app that will teach space science, rocket science, math, physics, and it's optimized for learning science, with learning science principles being incorporated into the functionalities of the app, which makes it very good, or at least as good as possible for learning these concepts. And right now I'm creating this description, but the thing that I'm doing is trying to figure out what would be the best thing, what would be the best thing according to learning science principles. I'm making a hypothesis, I'm writing all of this down, and then I'm asking, what do you think about this? Like, this goes from my head first. I first think about this, I make a hypothesis. I'm not afraid of making mistakes. I'm not afraid of getting it wrong. I just do it. And then while I'm thinking about this, I'm gonna get some questions like, oh, like, is it better to do this or this? Like, what do I think? And here is where this comes. I'm going to put the question, the doubt, the gap in my knowledge that I have. I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna answer it myself. I'm gonna reflect as I did here. And then I'm gonna create a question, a hypothesis. After creating the hypothesis, after answering my own question, my own gap, and trying to think about it deeply, I'm going to ask AI to check if my logic was correct or not correct. And after that, I can learn about my gaps, fill the gaps, and also at the same time create a better system, a better process of learning for the student, and generally anything better for my app, everything, literally. So this was before. Then I followed this process, and I went towards this. I added many more things, and it was much more optimized for learning science. It was much better. That's what I'm doing to improve a lot, and at the same time not make it incredibly passive, make it a bit more active, and try to get my brain into this to learn more. Okay, I think I've explained it correctly. Right now I'm going to go and edit this video and go to sleep, but you will be seeing the videos that I'm recording along the way today. So like what I eat, I had a reflection moment that was big in the kitchen for like an hour and a half. So you might, I don't know, you might see that as well. And it's like very random stuff that I record and I put there. It's mostly just documenting my day. So yeah, let's do it. I'll see you in a second. Yo, I just came back from school. I don't think I recorded in the morning. I literally forgot. I was with a lot of hurry. But right now I'm gonna eat. So here we have the same meal. Let me just do something. Same meal as always. We have the chicken breast cooked in butter, onions, and tomatoes. The avocado on top, and we have the onions and the peanuts. So I basically eat this because of the protein, the fats, and all of this, and the calories as well. Like this is a lot of calories, a lot of protein, a lot of fats. So I love it. And also like the flavor is kind of nice as well. So I'm gonna get this done and I'm gonna go to the gym then. Let's go. Okay, so I just came back from the gym and yeah, like I'm really tired. I mean, not really, no, actually. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm good for now. It's 6 p.m. and I mean, I've been a long time in the gym. Let me show you this. If we go over here, you see that I've been from 2:30 to like 6. Now I'm going to meditate and bro, like I'm stop gonna saying like, you know, so I'm gonna try to not speak filler words and replace filler words with silence. So I'll try to be more aware of that. Okay, I've prioritized the gym a lot and social skills right now, but I'm kind of scared that I'm focusing on too many things at once again, you know? I had the choice to be much less time in the gym and come back home and maybe reflect and create some more things, create some marginal gains, just work a little bit more. But I chose to stay in the gym and speak to more people, like approach people and just speak to them, practice my social skills, and also just push hard in the gym. So I guess like the gym is a really, really good environment for me to develop myself. The thing is, again with the thing is, okay, what I'm worrying about right now is that I might be prioritizing other things too much instead of actually working on the learning system. And I don't know, man. I'm a bit worried because I'm not sure. I don't have this concretely detailed, very detailed plan. I don't have a concrete detailed plan. And I have some deadlines that I need to accomplish, that I need to fulfill. Oh my god, I just realized something. Uh, I had to get done the system by the 15th, the learning system. It's already 17th and I haven't done it yet. So there's many things here that, you know, right now I'm going to reflect after this, reflect over today's planning and task management, reflect on some more things, create some 1% tasks, and turn insights into actionable steps that I can take to improve myself in multiple areas of my life, multiple projects. But I don't know, man. I think this is taking away from what I actually need to do. But it's also giving a lot, you know? I am not sure, but what I'm sure about is that the learning system is not getting done. I'm not working so much on it. And I just keep. Look at this, like today I only worked at it like for 15 minutes. Only worked at it for 15 minutes. That is insane. Just insanity. Insanity. Mm. The problem is here with my prioritization. I know that this task is kind of urgent and it's really important. And it's kind of urgent, but I don't actually feel the urgency. I don't feel the urgency to accomplish this. And I should. I should, because in a month and a week and 2 weeks, I need to get this done. I need to have this finished. And I haven't even started coding. And now this is something that, like, I'm focused, I'm developing myself. I'm developing myself. I'm working hard. I'm improving on many things. But the problem is, if I keep improving like this, I will not have time to achieve my goal. I will not have time to code this. And right now it feels good, you know, it feels good to improve myself and to work on my social skills, my communication, and my approaching, just asking deeper questions, working on my learning how to learn, my process of learning, reflecting, creating 1% improvements, and improving on many things. But I need to work on the system, bro. I need to get this done, like ASAP. I need to start coding. I need to start coding instantly. I mean, tomorrow probably will be just fully, just work fully on the system, on the system of SpaceWise. Maybe even start coding already, you know? Either way, after speaking for a little bit, I'm just gonna say to you that I bought a cream for my hands. Oh, fuck. Bought a cream for my hands. It's like this because they are so dry. It's incredible. I went to the pharmacy. Like, I don't know if you can see this, probably not. But they're incredibly dry, very itchy, very. It's horrible. And the lady there said that everything is dry. My face is dry. My hands are dry as hell. My arms are very dry as well. Everything is dry. And so and she recommended that I, after taking a bath or after showering, you know, after showering, I need to put hydrating cream all around my body and my face, everything. And then I need to put this as well multiple times a day so I can actually heal. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and we'll see. I'll keep you updated because this is something that, I mean, I wouldn't say it's making me insecure, but it's not like a good thing, you know? It's not a good thing because other people just see your hands, they see that you are, it's a sign of not being healthy. And that is not very good. That is not very nice to be around a person that has very dry skin and doesn't look very healthy, I guess. Maybe people shouldn't judge a book by the cover, I guess, in this case, but subconsciously, like it's a human thing. Like the brain judges based on that a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna start meditating. Let's go. Okay, so right now I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking. I'm gonna clean the dishes that I have um, gotten dirty in the morning, and the pans, all of that. And I'm gonna be eating. So as you see, we have the same meal as always: eggs and sardines, and also we've got the salad of tomatoes and onions. And I love this because I'm eating healthy every single day. No cheat day, no cheat meal, no anything. I'm just eating healthy. And I remember when, I don't know, a couple of years back, maybe 1 year ago, 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, I was just eating sugar all the time. I was having cheat days every single week, every Sunday or Saturday, where I would eat like 3 pizzas or something like that. But now, bro, I'm so happy. I don't know, it's so good because I'm eating eggs, sardines, salad every single day. It's the same thing. I mean, it's great for me. I love it. I love it. I love to be healthy. I love to make progress. And I also, even though this is not the most tasty meal, it has become tasty because that's the only thing I eat. So, yeah, I love it. I like it. That's amazing for me. And right now I'm going to just eat, clean dishes, and think, more specifically, think. Because today I worked, I did some work, and I found that I feel like I need to reflect to get some insights and to create some actionable things, that I can do to improve. And just I need a reflection. I need to reflect a little bit. And the thing is, reflections take me a long time usually to do. So I'm just trying to think while I eat, while I do other stuff. And if I find any insights or if I think of anything, I'm going to share it with you. If not, you'll just see a time lapse. So let's go, let's get eating.